Hello there, welcome to my little video about my 1972 Volkswagen Baywindow Devon Moonraker. Enjoy! Whew. So first of all, I'd like to apologise if you see me or little Peggy shivering. It's -3 outside and it is absolutely freezing. I saw the sun come out and I thought, well, it was a perfect opportunity to get a little video of the van. So yeah, it's a 1972 bay window crossover, which means it's a crossover between an early bay and a late bay, which I can explain all about shortly. It had a full restoration about 15 years ago, was done to a really high standard, so it's still in really good condition. But what I love about this van the most is the originality. It's not been modified, it's not been lowered, it's completely as it was designed, it's its original colour. The interior is absolutely beautiful, which I will show you more of. All the original cupboards, cabinets, seats, everything. And that's what I love. I love originality. I love things that are just as they were designed to be. And that is what appealed with this van when I bought it. So yeah, let's have a little look around, shall we? So you can see how frosty the van is. I think it's unlocked. What we're going to do now is we're going to see if the van will start in these cold conditions. Right, now a bit hard to do one-handed, but I'm getting the hang of it slowly. Right, so we've got ignition. Sorry, we've got ignition on. Make sure we're not in gear. That's the main thing. Now this has got electric fuel pump fitted, so I like to give it a few seconds for the electric fuel pump to do its work. And what I do in most Volkswagens is give the accelerator a quick couple of pumps to get a bit of fuel together, and then we'll see what happens. Nearly. I mean, it is cold. Oh, nearly again. And there we are. Just like that. Sweet as a nut. And this is the exterior of the van, which is in absolutely lovely, lovely condition. It's a little bit dirty and it's a little bit covered in snow, but you get the idea. It's a really good condition bay window van. Now what I was saying about being a crossover, so 1972 was a year for crossovers because it has some early bay features such as the curved early bumpers on the front and rear, but then it has later features like a late bay, like the late back lights. It has the later vents, rear fresh air vents here, later wheels, but yeah, there's still some early features such as the bumpers and also the low indicators, which refer to a low light early bay as they call them, and then the early front badge as well. The whole front end basically is an early bay, and then the rear has features of a late bay. But yeah, condition wise it's really, really good. The restoration it had was obviously done to a really high standard. The sills are solid as a rock, all the doors and arches, front panel, and all underneath is super, super solid too. Oh, it's not a show winning van, but it's a really, really good, presentable, usable bay window. So yeah, that is the exterior. So let's have a little look at the interior, which is one of my favourite bits of the van. Now, the interior is largely completely original, and I love, oh, you have to excuse me, oh, oops. The pop top doesn't stay up the best, and the snow on top of it doesn't help, but I tried to use this 1-inch triangle box to keep it up, but it seems to have partially collapsed, but we'll move on. So yeah, the interior is very, very original. All the cupboards and everything are original. The floor has been replaced, but with something very close to original. The seats have also been recovered. not in exactly what it would have been, but in something practical and wiped clean. So you've got, in terms of storage, up here, you've got these little cupboards, which are really handy. What you can see in there is actually an extractor fan, which once this table is removed, you've got your control there and you can turn the extractor fan on and off, which for 1972 was quite posh for an old camper van. And then we've got another cupboard here. Again, there's nothing in them, but loads of storage. What else have we got in terms of cupboards? This is a cool little unit. You've got a little drawer, little cupboard, another little cupboard. You've got your gas bottle, your cooker is under there, which I'll show you in a minute. Here you've got your little sink with your little, I think they call it a whale pump tap. A baby little sink, which you might just be able to brush your teeth in. This lifts off as well. I think you've got your water containers and whatnot under there. You've got your spare wheel at the back there with the cover on. And then, like I say, in here, I think this bit lifts off completely. And here you have your cooker, which one-handedly isn't the easiest thing to show you, but yeah, you get the idea. That's your original little cooker. And also in the back you've got bunk beds, which are these things here, which, if you bear with me 1 second, I will erect the pop top properly and I will show you a bunk bed. And this is a bunk bed. Now, it's probably a little bit risky trying to show you that bunk bed in use, as I am 11 stone and I think these bunk beds are probably made for children. But if I just flip the camera around and show you, as you can see, there's two bunk beds, original bunk beds, that kind of open out into a V where I'm stood now. So you'd obviously put your feet at the narrow end and your head at the wider end. A little bit claustrophobic. I wouldn't really want to be up here when it was really cold or hammering it down with rain. But yeah, I guess it's meant for kids, and this is where the kids would sleep, and then the adults would sleep on the bed down here, which I will attempt to set up and show you right now. I'm just trying to figure out how the bed goes and realise this cool little feature. So you've got these two little clips either side that you undo, and this bit drops down and you've got drawers. This one looks like the handle is missing, but that is another drawer. And these drawers also open from the outside when you lift the rear tailgate open, which I'll try and show you in a minute as well. Now, one thing with Devon interiors, most Devon conversion interiors are like this, is you have lots of legs, loads of legs, all of different lengths for different uses. And that's because you have lots of tables. So you've got a table here, you've got a table up here, which slides out, which I'm going to get out in a moment. I'm pretty sure other things turn into tables as well. I think this lifts off. No, that's a lie, that doesn't. But yeah, there's definitely lots of tables. So I'm just trying to figure out how the bed works and what legs go on what table to make the bed. I've never actually done it before. This folds down. Now that's got, does that lip do anything? No, probably not. I can see a little sort of hardened bracket there where there's something clips in there. But then all of the tables have these multiple screw things underneath in loads of different places. So I'm just going to have a little bit of a play. Let's see how we get on. I'll be completely honest with you, I'm quite stumped as to how this bed works. I'm thinking I've done something wrong. I think maybe that big cushion there probably comes down here so that then you can fill this bit in. I've not put any legs on to support it yet, but I'm just trying to work it out. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to bore you too much, but the bed works something like this. I mean, you could get one person down that side anyway, so yeah, that's the bed. Another cool feature of Devon interiors, well, this particular conversion, is if you undo this little clip down here, this whole cooker unit, I think, take that off, this whole cooker unit swings out. Ooh. Ooh, there we go. Like so, on a big hinge, so that on nice sunny British days, you can cook your bacon sandwich stood outside. I don't think you'd be doing that today though. And here's the little drawers I was telling you about. So if the weather's nice, you can pop outside to get your pants and socks out. And then the cab area is also nice and tidy, nice and original. Again, seats have been recovered, but in a nice fabric. Oh, the dashboard mileage is on 80,000, which I have no idea whether that's original or not. You got your nice Devon Moonraker sticker, your little sound system, your glove box, all your heater controls and wipers, indicators, etc. But yeah, that's it for the front. And another thing worth showing you before we go our separate ways is the history. And it's always nice to have history with vehicles, and this has loads with all the old photos from its restoration, loads of old MOTs. You've got the warranty, which I'm sure now is out of date, but that's for the rebuilt engine that it's had. You've got the original service book, which has stamps and everything else in there from when it had services back in the day, the instruction manual, and of course the Devon Motor Caravans manual too. So yeah, it's really cool to have a bit of history with it as well. And that is it, guys. That is the camper van. My 1972 Volkswagen Baywindow crossover Devon Moonraker, whatever other words I forgot. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. There'll be plenty more videos to come. I've got loads more old bangers that I need to video. So like, subscribe, do whatever you want, and thank you very much. See you soon.